You know how it feels. This is number 2 out of 13 videos I want to post. Do you know how it feels if you're supposed to be a leader? You can take any joke and any punch. Imagine a baby was born 1972, 9 November. And they said to the mother, this baby you just have, this baby is born in the hospital, and the breeches was there. And they said to the mother, they said, this baby, you are 13 years old. We know that this is the year 1972, and your mother is a 58 year. Now to have you, and you the daughter, you become 13, get pregnant, and on your 14th birthday you have this child. And this child is a strange child because she's wrapped with a fishnet. And the fishnets, the breeches take it, and they say, okay, we're gonna keep an eye on this child. We're gonna give the mother a job. The mother can travel to UK and travel to Jordan, travel to many places to work for 2 years, and left the child alone with the grandmother and the aunt and many other. And they observed the child, what the child was doing, and the child become nothing but a monkey or gorilla going around and playing with feeling and stuff, and nobody was there to control the child. But the child was very smart not to have sex. She faked sex. She was only a queen of masturbation because the mother was not there. The mother was always away for 2 years, and the grandmother is too old to observe what the grandchild was doing. And then as soon as the child was 18 years, they set the child up. From 16 years, something happened. I already tell it on video. And then by 18 years, I have a baby, a virgin baby. The first sex, I was pregnant. Boom. I faked it. I always crossed my leg, faking sex, because it was painful to be vaginated. But they sent me to my father when I was 16. My father has to check me if I was already vaginated, but he ended up using his left arm to open. He's a man, he have no experience. He turned his face on the other side and he was checking me. But my father who sleep would never check me. The system just need a reason to open me so it will be easy to get me pregnant. And 2 years after they make the attempts, I still fake sex. And then when my boyfriend's mother died, I was in this mood of feeling sorry for him, and I let myself go, and I was together with him. The only explanation, I think, why I don't fake it, I think when I sleep next to him now, I'm really thinking deep what happened. I was with him in the night. I have faked it. I cross my leg, he's in between my leg but not inside of me, and I sleep in the bed together with him. It's possible that when I'm sleeping, he go through my back and just access me. That's the only explanation, because there is no way he can get me pregnant. I was too smart. I was too smart. So I wonder, I find out I was pregnant, but I always faked it. I crossed my leg, and then the guy's in between my leg but not coming inside. So the only way he would have tricked me to get pregnant, and why I did not feel pain, because you're sleeping next to your boyfriend and you turn your back and you're sleeping and you're naked. He wake up in the morning before you, because mostly guys, it happened to them early in the morning, and then just access me from the back. And then when you wake up, you feel something inside of you, but you don't feel pain anymore. You just accept it, like, what happened? I don't feel pain anymore. So looking back, this has to be what happened 25 years ago to me, because if it's not that, I will have never have a baby. So since I discovered it was easy, I did not know nothing. After all my 5 children, I find out inside this house I went 11 years ago. I called my father 9 years ago. I say, do you remember Because I was checking. I said, the first time I want to do it with him, it was painful. Why it's easy now? And then I was thinking to myself, I'm like, watching as the show, Oprah was talking about child abuse. And then I was thinking, I'm like, wow, my father was checking me in the car. And it was painful, I remember, but when he slapped me to open my leg, he wanted to check me, but he was not watching, he did not abuse me, he was just checking. I called my father 9 years ago. He said he saw the blood in his arm. He had prayed to God to forgive him. Yeah, as a child, you wonder why he did not tell you, but he have this guilt that he was the reason that the daughter was vaginated. I tell my mother this story one time. My mother cries. My mother cries. My mother said, that's why I never want to leave you there. That's why I never want to. I said, no, he was not abused me. He was not sexually abused. I said, he was just checking me because he did not look. He only put his arm and then pull his arm away. I say, it was not like that. Not that he give me money to. I said, no. And then my mother calmed down over the situation. But the British find me. They introduced me to the big city. They introduced me to the hotel. They give me money to build a house. And then after my son was born, 1 year later, they arranged for me to be circumcised. And 6 women, these women hold me and they tie me on the floor. That one on my arm. That's what. When you're little, you see in this society, when they circumcise a girl, they don't tell you what they're doing. You just see the party. They circumcise girls in 2 weeks. There's a big party, big party, big party going on, but you don't know what's behind it, and you're excited to also go because you're just a child. You want to go to join this party. Now I have my son. And now the time come for me to go. I went there. Oh, I cannot say I wish I don't go, but I'm glad because it saved me. I went there. I lie down. They make sure I was the first one. There was more than me, my cousin, my other cousin, my other cousin, my other cousin, my sister, my sister, my cousin, my cousin, my sister, my sister, my cousin, my cousin. I can see, yeah, 7 girls. They make sure I did not see what they were doing to the other one. They have to do me first. Because if I see what they were doing to the other ones, I was going to say, no way. So they use me first. I lie down, and they hold me, and they take a razor blade, and they slice the side, and the top. They take the flinder out of my legs. The reason why they're doing it, the husband that make love to his wife, he's not painting his wife. He go to paint the God in his stomach. And when the daughter come out, there is a man on top of her skin. They have to take it off. Otherwise, he's going to be touching, and then all the girls going to die. They make only boys, and then the war is over. So they need to do it because the child in the stomach still have the complete. But when the daughter came out painted by the father, they need to clean it off. It is irritated. It is a relationship between the daughter and the father. And if you don't pull it away, then the man become a girl, but not inside his mother, not inside his sister, inside the neighbor's child. So they take off what the man paints. My mother was circumcised, but me, the child, came out with what my father make. So they cut off. They don't pull the vagina away. They pull what make the vagina itch. It's like a boy that is circumcised. When a man is not circumcised, he have this flesh on top of him. And when they peel the flesh, the man still, the feeling is on the inside. When it's standing. But the same for the woman. The passion, the love is on the inside. But what's hanging outside, it's something that irritated. And when you keep churching it, you're going to kill your generation. But if you go on fantasy, you cannot kill your generation, because you are in charge. You're fully in charge. You have to really want it to make it happen. If they don't take it off, I will not able to sit here today, 1,034 days, to say no, because they protect me. That's why. At the time, it was not, you don't see the value of it, but later on you see it. It's like a little baby boy that is born, is circumcised right away, and when they're older, when they make love to their wife, their private part is clean. But when they are not circumcised, everything stay in the skin, and it gives bacteria because they cannot clean it properly. It's just the same as a woman. Now, going to that subject, which sounds so awful, I know. But maybe the things that sound so awful is what you need to hear. Because it takes that awful place to be bleed. I mean, when you think about delivery, it's worse than circumcision. Circumcision, they take in something on top. Delivery is really splitting your vagina. And this big head is coming out. This big shoulder is coming out. The things what they don't want mankind to listen to is the main thing they need to listen to. Because you need to put your head deep underneath the dirt to find the fruit of life. If you don't bury the seed under the dirt, you will never find the fruit. If you don't listen to the dirty language, you will never know the meaning of this life. There is a code of make-believe. Everything you learn has nothing to do with your existence. But everything they don't want you to know about is the key to the world. Now, when you're living as a human being and you are just a baby, your mother never showed you the video how you came to the world. You only see people, beautiful people in the school, people going up and down, and they show you the sky that when you die, you just fly up to heaven. You will never have the value of self because you believe, oh, God loved me when I died, God gonna make me. Well, that's the biggest problem, and that's why women become Hitler to kill another woman that get lost. Because when they were young, they foolish, they do rubbish things, they do anything but listening to what their life is about. The subject came like, we don't want to hear it, shut your mouth. We don't want to hear that garbage. But the garbage is the key to your life. That garbage is the key. If someone tell you that the seeds they throw on the floor can become food, you will not believe it. But if someone also show you the food, you still cannot believe it, because you never awake every day to see it growing. All you see is accept what you get, because life is fantasy.